Have you ever been in a situation where you needed guidance and you just didn't have anybody to reach out to? Exactly. That's why you need a mentor. Someone out there might be wondering, Aramide, why do I need a mentor? I don't need guidance from anybody. I can figure out life on my own. And even if I did, how do you want me to find mentors? I'm quiet, I'm not outspoken, I'm not out there. How exactly then do I find these mentors that you're talking about? Hi everyone, my name is Aramide Balogun, and in today's video, I'm going to be telling you why mentorship is essential and how to find a mentor. So stay tuned. So why exactly do I need a mentor? I'm going to tell you a little story about myself. When I finished university at Covenant University, I graduated from accounting. I didn't know what next steps to take. I knew that some of my classmates had started writing professional examinations, but I didn't know which to choose, right? Until one of my professors reached out to me and said, Aramide, I think you should be registering for ICANN. You have just graduated with a bachelor's in accounting, and ICANN will give you exemptions. She guided me, right? I eventually decided to go the ICANN route. But looking back, a lot of my classmates and colleagues who had somebody who was an accountant or who had some sort of exposure to accountants, they all advised them to write ACCA. The reason I didn't have that. So that's one of the things that mentorship does for you. Mentorship shortens your journey. It shortens the journey to where you are at currently and where you want to be, because you are leveraging on the experience of somebody who has been there, done that, who has made mistakes and has learned from it. And so you don't have to go through making that mistake afresh. You just leverage on the experience of somebody. So, of course, some people already have uncles, aunties, family members, siblings who can guide them. But I feel like in every area of life, there's always something to learn. There might be situations that you're passing through that someone in your circle might not have passed through, but your mentor might have passed through that. So, anyway, it's up to you to decide whether or not you want a mentor. I think that it's always good to have that guidance of someone who has been there, done that, so that I don't have to repeat the errors. I can just learn from their mistakes. I remember a situation at work where something happened and I was distraught. I thought, oh my God, my career is over. I took it to my mentor, my work mentor, and the way my mentor reframed it, by the time I highlighted that situation to my boss, it earned me respect. If I didn't have a mentor, that same situation could have resulted in a different outcome for me. But having a mentor, someone who guided me on how to present the matter, enabled me to use that situation to my own advantage. So take from this what you may, but I think that if you're looking for guidance, mentorship is one of the ways to go. So how do you find mentors? Dun dun. How do you find mentors? First of all, let me say that the internet has made a lot of things accessible. There were people I did not hear of, probably because the only way I could have heard of them is by reading the newspaper or attending some very high profile events. Today, with the internet, all of that is no longer the case. Today, if I cannot buy your book, your physical book, I can buy an electronic copy. I can attend it virtually. I have access to the minds of very powerful leaders on LinkedIn. I have access to their thoughts on all their socials. Some of them have YouTube. So you don't have to be mentored by someone physically. You can leverage the resources that you have. I really admire Mrs. Ibukma Wushika, and I would love her to be my mentor. So maybe this is me putting word out. But I know that from experience, people like that have very busy schedules and their time is very precious to them. I know what it means to invest time in mentoring somebody, and she may not have that time. So what have I done? I follow her on Instagram. I follow her YouTube channel. I've attended live series. I actually attended the first ever live series. So I have selfies with her. I will buy her book if I need it. And that's one of the ways to get mentored. People you cannot access physically, you can leverage resources that they have put out. You can attend their events. Some of these events are free if you're a Christian. A lot of churches have business events where they invite these people. You can dedicate that day, attend the event, and get mentored by them. Number two, a lot of us underestimate the power of the people we have around us. We take, that thing that they say, like, a prophet is without honor among his own people. You have very powerful people in your workplace. You have very powerful people in your church group, in your house fellowship that you can leverage. Sometimes what we are looking for in Sokoto is actually in our Shokoto. What that means is what we're looking for afar is actually with us already. So how are you leveraging the people around you? When I worked at KPMG, we had this thing called performance managers. So every senior will have a junior person that they are their performance managers. Those were mentors. For some of us, we leveraged the relationship, we invested in the relationship. For some others, it was just, what did they rate me? Am I getting promoted or not? It was just for complaining, and no, you weren't deepening the relationship. So your boss at work, your senior colleague at work, that is a mentor, a potential mentor right there. If you package it well, and if you present yourself well, and you present your case well, that person can be a mentor to you. So don't underestimate the impact of people around you. Even in my workplace, I have peers that I find that they are stronger than me in certain areas. I reach out to them, I leverage their strengths, and I use that, to build myself. So peer mentoring as well. I think my first ever video talked about peer mentoring. You have a colleague who has more clout than you, who is the darling of the manager, everybody likes them. You can just even be mentored from afar. You can watch them. How do they do their things? You can have conversations with them. You can your lunch break, you can talk to them. How are you doing this thing? Can you tell me, I'm having this challenge, I need guidance on this. And if they are nice, they will tell you. And if they're not nice, okay, thank you, bye, on to the next. Don't take it personal. I think in another video I'll be talking about dealing with rejection. So leveraging the people around you. A lot of my previous bosses at my former job, I have somehow converted them to my mentors. They are now mentors, they are now egbons, they are now big sis, big bro, because I've invested in those relationships. And I will also be sharing in a subsequent video how to invest in this kind of relationships so that you can deepen the relationship to benefit you in the long run. Number three, workplace as well. In my office, we have finance mentoring programs where I have been able to apply and get a mentor assigned to me. It makes it less awkward because I know the feeling of walking up to somebody and saying, please, I'd like you to be my mentor, and how you feel if they say no. But mentorship is also about chemistry. There has to be some kind of chemistry between you and your potential mentor. So those workplace events, those workplace connections make it easy for me to have a mentor without me physically asking them, because I just receive an email that says I've been paired with so and so and so. My workplace mentor that I spoke about earlier, I met him through an employee resource group where I put up my hands to be mentored, and we're paired together. And that's how the mentorship relationship began. And we've been able to improve on that relationship and all that. You can leverage those kind of events, those kind of workplace mentorship events. In some organizations, they have like speed mentoring events. Leverage that. Talk to somebody, meet people. I know that it can be awkward, but trust me, nobody ever died from hearing, no, I can't mentor you. Number four is you can apply to be mentored. I know, for example, WIMBIZ in Nigeria has a mentorship program where people can apply to be mentored. And I know a couple of people who have applied to be mentored through that program and have gained a big sister out of the program. Some people may not even have had a good relationship. I mean, mentorship can be awkward. Some people might not have had a good relationship, but by continuously investing in the relationship with the mentor that they were assigned, they've been able to make something bigger out of it. So it's really all about how you present yourself, right? But I just want to say, Don't be without guidance. It's very important for life, for every area of your life, to have somebody that is hand holding you, either virtually, from afar, or in person. I've also asked my bosses to say, oh, trying to grow in this area, is there somebody within our team that you think will be a good mentor to me? And my boss has facilitated the introduction, made it less awkward for me to connect with those people. I've built relationship with people across different locations just by doing some of these things that I'm sharing with you. Hope you try it, and I would like to hear from you in the comment section. Of these ways are you going to leverage to find your next mentor? Or if you've ever had a mentor, how did you find them? How did you come across them? How did you present your case? Gave you a yes answer? Drop your comments so that other people can learn. And thanks again for watching. I'll see you in my next video. Bye for now.